Hello, Sensei Buddha. We're coming right back at you to ask you some more questions. Thank you again for taking time out of your busy schedule to answer these questions for our viewers here on YouTube. Now, moving on with some of the questions we want to ask you, you talk about impact training. What is impact training?
Well, impact training, obviously, well, for me, obviously, but to other people that don't understand, when you do kata training, that is excellent. There is no doubt about it. You need that. But when it comes to your weaponry, I would really hope that you can get a raggedy tire or a raggedy bag or a little sandbag so that you can work on your impact with your hands, your hammer fist, your knuckles, your feet, however you want to do it. And of course, you just don't hit out there like a wild man or woman. You want to build your technique up slowly. And when it comes to weaponry, I would even say, get yourself something, of course, for impact, like an old bag like I use, that you can actually use the stick and hit into the bag, slash into the bag, punch into the bag, use the bottom of the stick of the bag to get used to that feedback, that shock.
You want to demonstrate like with the Yawara against a pad? I'll come over
Sure.
So you can show people?
Sure. Here's the Yawara right here. I have it in a hand position right here. And what I want to do is just hitting into it and thrusting back in. Hit, thrust. I'm hitting, thrusting, and back. So yeah, hit, thrust, and back.
Because a lot of people, it seems like they're training, they're very good at hitting and kicking air, especially when they have a weapon. But when they hit something,
that weapon will shake right out of their hands.
Right out of their hand.
It's going to fall right out of their hand. And again, this is not dismissing kata. Kata is the bomb. It is excellent. You need it. It is a very invigorating, robust workout. But you must hit something, especially when it comes to weapons. If you have a bow staff, slowly build yourself up and start hitting against a bag, hitting against a tire. You know, I don't advocate hitting against trees, but you know, if that's what you got, I guess that'll make do. But you should do it very slowly and build yourself up so that you get used, your hands get used to feeling the impact of the weapon, your elbows impact of the pad, so your technique will be true when you do have to strike.
Okay, great. Sensei, you talk a lot about weapons training. You talk a lot about weapons. Why is weapons training important?
One thing that I personally feel that is inescapable is somebody's going to rob you. They are going to pull out a weapon. I don't know the latest statistics for pistols, but remember, sadly, unfortunately, an edged or blade weapon will be the common weapon. Why? It doesn't have any working parts. You can pick it up, and very sadly, somebody, if they have this mentality toward you that they're going to cut you down, they're going to cut you down. This is where arts like Hapkido, Zujitsu, Bikini Toshikali, and yes, your Shotokan training and your Taekwondo training does have knife techniques. I would really emphasize to every single system, please practice your knife technique. And Bikini Toshikali in particular, that is one of the foremost knife defense arts I've ever seen in the world. And I'm very blessed to be training underneath Maginu Michael Papalizio out in Long Island. And he is fantastic. If you ever get a chance, you can check it out on Bikini Tertia International. He's the Eastern Seaboard Director. And he will definitely open up your eyes very wide to understanding about knife attack and defense.
Okay, wow. That's great. Now, you touched on it a little bit, but some of the viewers on YouTube may be wondering, who is this guy? What makes him think he has the credibility to talk about martial arts and weaponry? So why don't you tell the folks a little bit about your professional experience?
Professionally, I've done a lot of security work, a lot of bouncer work. I have never been attacked with a knife, but I have been attacked with bottles. I've had to deal with 3 and 4 people at the same time simultaneously. We've thrown people out of various clubs. And I think without a doubt, the techniques that I've gotten that I've gleaned from Jiu-Jitsu, as well as from my Hapkido background, have undeniably come into play. I've had to use my Yawara as a control device and a stopping device. It has worked phenomenally for me. I really hope I would never ever, pray tell, have to use other weapons other than those for self-defense. But I've had my share. I've been doing security now for over 25 years. I've done club security for 15 years, and you learn a lot. And even though my self-defense was good because of great solid training, I thank them. It would have never happened without a supporting cast. Those people, those men and women who backed me up out there, excellent. And I was very fortunate.
Now, you mentioned that you've done a lot of the doorman work, a lot of bouncing work in various venues around New York City. But have you ever done any celebrity escort or bodyguard work?
Yes, I have. I've done Madonna. That was back in the mid-'90s. That was very fun. I've done Mark Anthony. We've had Janet Jackson and Eddie Murphy. We were part of their supporting security staff as they entered into the club for entertainment and fun, having a good time to rewind. Mariah Carey was also there. B.B. King, Bobby Blue Blonde. A lot of very good celebrities. And very fortunately with them, we never had to do anything harsh or move anybody away. We had one celebrity that we had, a fan reached out for them, and because of the rubbing techniques of the body, I was able to gently rub and secure their arm and stop them from grabbing one of our clients. So these techniques do work on the gentle end, as well as if you have to step the game up and stop them.
Okay, so now we know that you've done some bouncer, i.e. doorman work, as well as some bodyguard and celebrity protection and escort. But are you licensed by New York City or New York State? Right
Well,
now?
I am a licensed armed guard with the state of New York.
Armed guard, armed to carry
guard.
what?
Armed to carry a firearm weapon when I am working. It's not the OK Corral here where I can just grab a firearm and keep it moving.
So you are firearms trained?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Any particular weapon of choice?
For me, undeniably, I would have to say the Glock 22. I like that 40 S&W action.
40 S&W caliber?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Now, do you operate a school, sir?
I do. I have a martial arts school that we train out of.
But you have like select clients, don't you?
We do. We do. We have a select client. I have, when people do come to train, it's something specific. I usually get a lot of security people. They want something specific. And I deal with them, just on their specific needs, especially if they're law enforcement people. They would want to know something about joint locks with the stick. They would want to learn some self-defense stuff, some jiu-jitsu. We teach them that. We give them that. And I've never had nobody walk out dissatisfied. And I've had several people come back and said, hey, Dave, what you showed me, it really, really worked. It helped me in this jam. And I was able to de-escalate the situation.
Okay, so do you train everyday people?
No, we don't train everyday people. We're looking for people who want to be dedicated and committed. Sadly, I get a lot of people, they see me move, they say, hey man, for a big guy, you do this, that, and the other. I say, thank you very much. I think what it is, they like the groove. But to me, if you really wanted to come and train, you would call me and you would come up here and you would get it. It's not rocket science.
Okay. Well, rocket science, okay. Sounds good, Sensei. So what we'll do, we'll take a break and we'll come right back at you with the third and final part of this video series. Us.